Aircraft, aircraft, aircraft. Did we just say aircraft? We've got all this week's aircraft highlights, including all of this week's latest announcements and release news. So let's jump into the video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. This is where we take a look at all the Flight Sim news and development in one weekly video. Before we jump into this week's video, 73% of all viewers at Watch the Odds Flight Sim channel are not subscribed. So if you've heard this before, please hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. It really helps us out. And also hit the notification bell. That way you know when our next Flight Sim video or stream is live. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, and the first one goes to the team over at Got Friends. This week they revealed they are bringing the Resolution Mini 500 kit helicopter to the simulator. The team's hoping to bring this kit helicopter to the sim very soon, and we may even see it this month. The Mini 500 will use the Airland FS flight model, but the team did mention they've had a bit of a breakthrough and we shouldn't need to see an external app used when it comes to the flight model that is required. No other features have been mentioned, but from the looks of the screenshot, it seems to be a very detailed version of the Mini 500. Of course, we're going to keep you posted of any more news or updates or release news when it comes to the Got Friends Mini 500. Moving on to some more aircraft previews. The next one goes to Next Gen Simulations. This week they shared some news regarding their current project of the Saab 30. This time we've seen some new screenshots from the team of a 3D model, including textures. From the looks of the screenshot, it appears that the texture showcasing a worn look, and also the aircraft looks to be a very high detailed 3D model of the Saab 30. Development of this project is very early, but we'll keep you posted on more news of the Saab 30 from Next Gen Simulations. India Foxtecco this week announced they are in development with another iconic military jet, which is the Tornado. The team will be using the IDS variant as the base model of the aircraft, since the team has good documentations about that variant. No other features or details were released about the project other than a couple of screenshots provided. I guess it's probably a bit of a placeholder to everybody say, don't make a Tornado because we're making one. India Foxtecco has a few other projects on the go, so don't expect to see the development of the Tornado to be for a little while yet. Moving on to this week's release news, and the first one goes to the team at Milviz. This week releases its highly anticipated Cessna 310 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Milviz team has done it again with this release, setting boundaries when it comes to, or new boundaries when it comes to the immersion of different aircraft, and this is the case when it comes to the 310. The 310 has the ability to be used in a few different types of presets, such as a rent aircraft, taking it for a joy flight, or owning the aircraft. If you choose to rent the 310, you'll need to double check it before each and every flight, as you never know what switches and knobs have been left in the previous condition from the previous flight. Choosing to own the aircraft, the 310 will be left in the same condition as you left it in the last flight, but there is 236 preset save points of the aircraft, including wear and tear on the engine, systems and instruments. This, in my opinion, really brings the 310 to life. This just scratches the surface on some of the Easter eggs that you will find with the Cessna 310 from Milviz. Other features do include a high quality external and internal modeling, 4K and 8K textures, 6 HD liveries. It's got a working de-ice boots, maintenance simulation, and it has an extensive lot of different options for failure options, custom dirt levels, passenger comfort index, and there's many more unique features of the 310. You can pick up your copy of the Milviz Cessna 310 directly from the Milviz store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Another big release this week. This goes to the team over at Leonardo if they released the MD-82 Fly the Mad Dog X for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The MD-80s aircraft are part of the golden era from the 80s and the 90s, and were a very popular aircraft of its day. Leonardo brings this study level version of the MD-82 and includes all the features of the P3D version and more. It's been described as one of the most sophisticated and complex add-ons for aircraft in flight simulation recent history. No featured list has been included on the purchase site, which is a bit disappointing, but there's plenty of YouTube videos out there so you can get a first look. I'm going to leave a link in the description below from our friends at FS Elite. They did do a first look video. It's worth checking out. You can pick up your copy of the MD-82 from Fly the Mad Dog from Leonardo directly from the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. And in another most anticipated study level airliner in recent times has been released. This one is from the team at Just Flight with the BAE 146. This package includes the 100, the 200, 300 variant, including cargo variants. The BAE comes with detailed electrical, hydraulics and fueling systems, along with a purpose-built EFB that controls various aspects of the 146. The package includes a detailed 3D model, high detailed textures, including a rich wise sounds package recorded directly from an actual 146. Just Flight's BA 146 will accommodate both experienced simmers and newcomers who are patiently enough to learn a new aircraft. Numerous videos are out there from the Just Flight team over on the YouTube channel. If you pick this up, I recommend you go over there and check those out. Just Flight BAE 146 list of features is very detailed, and it's too long to include in this video, but it's easy to see this is a very well developed study level aircraft and another great addition from the in-house Just Flight development team. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can pick up the BAE 146 from Just Flight. In another aircraft release, this one goes to Team Cockspur. If I said that correctly, this week releases the Aerobat or the Aeropat A22, which is also known as the Foxbat. The Foxbat is classed as an ultralight aircraft that uses a Rotax 913, I believe, air-cooled engine. This was first produced in 1996 by this Ukraine company. The Foxbat packages comes with two versions of the aircraft with realistic flight models based on real-world data. Other features include a G3X display, flaperons, which is unique to this aircraft, multiple liveries and static elements which can be turned off by the in-phone that's in the cockpit. You can pick up your copy of the A22 Foxbat from Cockspur in the link in the description below, which is directly from their website. In our last release for the week, this goes to the team at SimBitWorld. This week releases A Pilot's Life Chapter 2. A Pilot's Life basically simulates the career of a commercial airliner pilot, which is quite fitting considering we've had a few airliners released at the moment, so it's good timing by the team. It will simulate schedules, track the score of your flights, reward you according to the contract type, and much more. In this new version of Pilot's Life, you'll be able to take on a new career and search from over 575 airliners to work with bases all over the globe, and it has 280,000 real-world schedules. The new update of the Career Progress Checker will monitor all your flights and provide detailed scoring to improve your flight skills. You can pick up your copy of A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 from SimBitWorld. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's Sim Update news, the Asobo team are working on a patch for Sim Update 9. The patch will fix some of the emerging issues that we've seen in the sim over the last week. No release date or what the patch will include in detail, but from the team it said it will be out soon, and thank you very much for your feedback and patience. This week we've also seen no update when it comes to the development roadmap, but we did see a new wish list that hasn't had much movement at all in the last couple of weeks, so there's not really any surprises there. When it comes to the third-party marketplace, we've seen 9 airports have been released in various stores around the globe, 4 new aircraft, 6 new scenery packs, and 0 mission packs. Over in the marketplace, we've seen 38 new products, 21 of those are on PC and 17 of those on Xbox this week. SimWorks Studio releases its RV14 and India Fox Teco releases its SU-31 aircraft. It's good to see that we're seeing some aircraft releasing sooner on the marketplace after the aircraft has a launch, which is nice to see. Other releases in the marketplace update are basically sceneries and airports. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much. You guys are a bunch of aviation legends, and if you're not subscribed to Oz Flight Simmer channel, like 73% of people that do watch it, please hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. We also stream every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 PM GMT plus 10, so if you want to join into a big multiplayer flight, please come along. We would love to have you. I'm going to leave you here with one of our other favorite Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. Check that one out, and I will see you over there.